here with my mom today, and she's here to show us how to make her version of Trinidad pepper sauce. So Mom, why don't you begin and show us these first steps?
Okay, first thing we do is we wear gloves because this is very, very hot peppers and it will burn your skin, and if you get it in your eyes, it's going to be terrible. So we put our gloves on and then we start cutting on the peppers. Now, we take the pepper.
Do I just grab a bunch here and put it over on my side? Okay, I'll do that.
Let's put some on you.
Okay.
Or
Let's start with
a little at a time.
Okay.
Okay. First we cut off the ends of it.
Okay.
And then we cut it in half.
Okay.
Let's cut
all the ends off first?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. I do want to mention that these peppers are habaneros, and they're not cheap. These are, I think we're using about 80 habaneros, which cost about $20. So did you grow these back home?
Most islanders, whatever Caribbean island you're on, most people grow it in their backyards.
Really?
And you can just go out there and pick your habaneros, and people put it in curry, they put it in stews. Just give it a flavor. Give the pot a flavor, because if you put it in your pot, and it will puff up with all the steam, and if you don't take the habanero out in time, it will pop and you will not be able to eat your food because it would be so hot.
I didn't know that.
So it gives it a flavor, whatever you're cooking, but you have to take it out.
It's a wonderful color. Do they come in different colors?
Well, they're green habaneros. We have green habaneros. I tried looking for the green, but I can't find them.
Can't find them?
But,
Okay, so now we got everything cut. What are we doing next? We're going to cut these in half?
We're going to cut them in half, and I don't usually use all the seeds because it will be too hot.
Here, let me throw this away too.
Yeah.
So we can get prepared.
So I saved some of the seeds because if we put all of the seeds in, the pepper sauce will be way, way too hot.
Okay, so when you say some of the seeds, we have 80 habaneros here. How many of the seeds are we going to use? Are we going to use half of them, a quarter of the seeds?
I think I would use quarter of the seeds.
Okay,
yes.
all right,
So
perfect.
we take like this. Take the inside out. Just hold the inside out like that. Make sure you get the seeds out. Then we'll put the seeds in your little bowl there. And that way, because the seeds is what give it the heat.
I see.
Seeds are what makes it hot.
I see.
So to put all these seeds in here, it's going to be very, very hot. And a lot of the times we tell people how hot these habaneros are when we're having them over for dinner. And I want them to put very, very little of the hot sauce on their foods, because if they put a lot, they will not be able to eat their food. Yeah. And some of them don't believe me. They tell me, oh, we've ate hot sauce before and we're used to it. But when they taste it, they're just like, they're blown away.
It's very tasteful. It is hot,
so
but
hot.
I'm one of those that like a lot.
Yeah.
So I'll take it to the edge.
So, okay, we just keep pulling out the seeds and putting it in the...
Okay. All right. So we're back, and we've cut up all the habaneros, and we've de-seeded half of them. But I've left a few to show you a little tip that I found de-seeding makes it easier. We found these little spoons, measuring spoons, a half and a quarter. And if you use this spoon and grab the inside where the seeds are, they're easily scooped out. And we keep the seeds in the bowl here for future. If this pepper sauce isn't quite hot enough, we'll add those back into the pepper sauce while they're in the food processor.
The next step is we will start putting the peppers into the processor.
Okay, so here's the processor. We're all set. So let's start adding the peppers.
Okay.
I noticed we were getting seeds on the ground here.
Yes, so if you have pets, we want to warn you, if they're around the kitchen area while you're doing this and some of the seeds fall on the floor or anything, you would want to clean it up before the pets get to it, because if they put it in their mouths, they will burn.
So we put our pets outside during this process and make sure everything's cleaned up. So we're adding all the habaneros. This was $20 worth of habaneros.
Yeah, they're very expensive, and it all depends on how much each individual, how much heat you like in your habanero. Some people like it mild, some people like it very hot. I suggest that you put the amount of seeds in that you feel that you're comfortable with. So,
And I will reiterate that we're using gloves and make sure that you don't touch your eyes or your face or anything during the process of this.
It will burn your skin. The peppers will burn your skin if you do it with your bare hands.
Sure.
So.
And it gets potent. It's tough to breathe sometimes.
Yes.
So open a window.
Yes.
All right, so what's next, Mom?
We won't want to cover it and start chopping.
Okay.
Because we need to chop it.
Okay, so we chop it first. So let's put this
to
in
get it down
here.
to a real
Okay,
fine
and then
chop. Put that.
put this in here like this. Okay, so we'll go low.
Yeah.
Or
Whatever.
just pulse it.
Pulse it. Chop a fine chop. Pulse it.
More.
More. Now, before you take the top off, let me warn you. When you take the top off, it probably be so potent it will probably start to make you cough.
Okay.
It will just
So don't breathe it in.
yeah.
when we
Just
do
be
that.
careful when you take it
All right.
off.
I know it's sitting on the side. Are we going to bring it down, or are we going to add the fluid first?
Let's add some of the fluid.
Okay, so what's
so
next?
what we're going to add next? My version of this. My version of this is some people put onions.
Ooh, it is pretty potent.
Some people put onions, some people put garlic, some people put seasoning. The only seasoning I put in this is salt because I personally want the flavor of the pepper. I don't want the flavor of the garlic or onions because I just want the plain. But it's up to the individual if they want to add garlic or onions.
Sure.
They may do so.
Okay.
But I personally just like the peppers and a little salt, vinegar, and mustard. That's all I put in mine.
All right. So let's try it, okay?
Okay. Let's put a little at a time. You just do a little at a time.
All right, I'm going to pulse it.
Okay, you don't
You're
want to
looking.
put too much vinegar. Now we will add some mustard to it.
Okay. Any special type of mustard? Or
Brown mustard.
Brown mustard? Okay,
Just brown
perfect.
mustard.
You got
So
it.
I just eyeball it.
Okay.
So. Okay,
Alright.
we start with
All right,
that.
let's do that. Okay.
It's making me cough.
Making you cough already?
Now I want a little bit of oil in here because the oil keeps it hot. It also gives it a good consistency.
And we're using
So
vegetable
we
oil?
use a little bit of vegetable oil in
Okay.
there. Not much. I would say probably there.
Okay, that was about a tablespoon maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'll put a little salt
Okay.
for a little flavor. Maybe 2 pinches of salt.
Now who's going to taste this?
That's right. Nobody's gonna taste it.
Now, can we use this right away, or is there a sitting
You
time?
can use
or?
it right away. The longer it sets, the better it is. So we're going to right now take the top off and scrape.
Maybe we should scrape the sides and stuff. All right.
But be careful because it's going to be very, very potent.
So we're going to take this off, and we're going to scrape down the sides, and then we'll remix it one more time. Oops. Be careful not to breathe this in. It's like you said. See the consistency?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Are
you add more fluid?
More, yes.
Okay, well let me put this back in, okay? Get everything down. Because I want all this yummy stuff. I don't want anything to waste. You know. I wonder what this will last us. I mean, like you said, we use it very sparingly because it is hot. It leaves wonderful flavor. But this will probably last us a year.
It'll last a year,
each one of us?
as it keeps getting, the liquid keeps evaporating, you can add more vinegar or you can add more oil to it.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
So.
All right, so let's add. You're adding more vinegar?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so let's.
Yeah, let me check the consistency.
Okay. Take this off. Okay, here's the spatula. Good job.
That smells so good. Oh my gosh.
And watch out for the blade underneath there. You're hitting the blade.
Do you want to taste it?
Do I want to taste it? You know what? I probably will.
This is the aroma of this is absolutely wonderful. It's just like.
Okay. Is that the right consistency? Are we looking for a little bit thinner? You're hitting the blade underneath or something.
Okay. So let's put just a little more oil in it, and
Okay.
then that should be it.
All right, and then we have to taste it because of heat. We might have to add more
You would have to
seeds
taste
in it.
You would have to taste it on something.
Okay, so I'm going to be the guinea pig then.
Taste it on a tortilla. No, you can't eat a tortilla. So.
I can have pretty much anything right now. Okay. All right, so
Okay,
let's.
just put a little more oil.
I noticed the longer this stuff stays in the jars too, it gets a deeper brown color to it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right, so now we're going to try to find something. It'd be a good time to break here. Then let's find something we can taste this
Get a
with.
tortilla and heat it up.
Okay, let's do that. So we're going to taste a little bit. So we warmed up a little tortilla, and we take a little bit of it and we spread it on there. Okay, that's probably too much, but and I usually just roll it up. Okay, because like I said, it is hot. And let's give it a little taste. Wow, the pepper's kicking in now.
It's hot.
Matter of fact,
It's hot.
when I took the lid off, I pushed my glasses up and my finger touched my skin and it's already burning.
I think this is it.
Really?
No more seeds.
No more
It's
salt?
hot.
You good? Okay. Now, when we bottle these up, each individual, if they wanted a little bit more salt, or like you said, as it evaporates, we can add the oil to it or vinegar.
Yeah.
You can touch it up a little bit.
But it's very hot
The
right
heat,
now.
the heat is pretty good, and it's going to get hotter.
Right.
So we don't need to add any more seeds.
No.
Good. So we move to bottling right now, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. So we've emptied the contents of the food processor into a measuring cup. And so the recipe, which was about 80 habaneros, we had some, it was actually yellow mustard. We had some oil and we had vinegar. And it gave us about a little over 2 cups of pepper sauce here. So what we're going to do is we're going to share our pepper sauce with family. And we have 8 jars here. They're 8-ounce jars. And we're going to fill them up halfway and see where we go from there. So you can start with yours, Mom.
Okay.
So we've filled up 4 8-ounce containers, about a little over halfway. So we got a good portion for each individual, and they actually make good gifts for people that appreciate and want to experience the Trinidad pepper sauce. So Mom, I thank you for sharing your version and your recipe with us, and we'll enjoy.
And I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, this is my version of the Trinidad hot sauce, but you know, you can adapt it to your version, whatever you need. Like I said, garlic, onions, whatever, you can adapt to your taste. So this is my version, and hope you like it.
Thank you.